Alright guys, so if you saw my Madden NFL 18 teaser trailer reaction video, you guys saw that I really couldn't contain myself. The new engine looks really awesome for Madden. The Frostbite engine, well, it's not really a new engine, it's been used quite a lot over the last few years. It makes Madden look like something I've never seen before. Like, you know, when Tom Brady came over the tunnel, and aside from that little bug that people pointed out where his arm was like, his biceps were like glitched out or something. It looked really weird, but aside from that, you know, the whole particle effects and the smoke coming out of whatever all that crap was coming out in the fireworks, that looked really authentic. I mean, that looked like an actual broadcast and stuff. And the graphics just look awesome, but right now I'm going to do a little breakdown of what I liked with the gameplay and all that. So let's get into this. So the first thing I really want to tell you guys about is that there are new player introductions. I mean, you can see that. I mean, these are completely brand new. They're new cutscenes and everything. We've never seen them before. So you can tell by the stadiums are also, the outside of the stadiums are also way more detailed than we've ever seen them before. So that, I mean, even the Ignite engine and how much, in terms of how the stadiums look from like PS3 to PS4, it really didn't look that much different. But now that we're into the Frostbite era, the details are really popping out. I mean, you can see the buildings and like you could in previous games, but it just looks so much better. Another thing I really want to point out, which shoutouts to DM Gaming, because he's actually the one that found this. I actually had to go and look at the trailer myself to find it, but you can see it. If you look at like the frames where it shows Brady. Not when he's like in the tunnel, but when he's out of the tunnel and then he's holding his like finger up, like I'm number one, or whatever. If you look on the jumbotron, it actually says NFL Network, and it's very legible. You can actually see it. It's kind of blurry, but you can still see it. But yeah, it says NFL Network. It doesn't say New England or anything. I promise you guys that it says NFL Network. So, well, a lot of you guys thinking, well, oh my God, Alex, they have sponsors. They've had sponsors in every Madden game. You know what's the big deal? Well, thing is, why would they put a big sponsor like that in if they didn't actually contribute something to the presentation? Like, I wouldn't be surprised if there's a new commentary team this year that's not Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis and somebody brand new. I don't know who it could possibly be, but it must be somebody from NFL Network. Maybe for a halftime we'll actually get games from the league for a change as opposed to just our game, which is really fucking dumb and boring. So yeah, there's that to look forward to. Also, another thing that I saw from gameplay is you can now do a spin move at the line of scrimmage, and the animation that they showed off was actually a new spin move because I've never seen it before. So it's a brand new animation, and you can do it at the line of scrimmage as well. So that's really interesting because before, if like a middle linebacker came at you at full force, you know, you got the ball a split second after it got handed off to you from the QB. Back in the day, there was really nothing you could do about it, but now, I don't know how they're going to make the spin move work so that you can time it. Hopefully, the game speed isn't so ridiculously fast because it's going to be really hard to time that spin move just so you don't get clogged up in the backfield. So, it's going to be really interesting to see how that works so that it's easy to use. They also did say there was a screenshot leaked about like an arcade mode or whatever. So like there's gonna be a simulation mode which is gonna be like pretty much all pro, and then there's gonna be like an arcade mode which is pretty much like rookie, but I guess it's supposed to be like super over the top. So I imagine you get like button pumps of your head and everything for just about everything you do. So I'm assuming, if I were to guess, it's probably going to be like, I don't know if you guys have ever played PS2 Madden, but back in the day, if you go to like all the way back to like Madden 08, there was a thing called Family Play, and it was an arcade mode. You didn't even have to kick the ball for field goals. You just pressed X, and you just kick the ball automatically, and it was pretty boring. But I don't think it's going to be that handicapped, but hopefully it's not that bad because that would be freaking lame. But so yeah, I mean. By the way, though, guys, this arcade mode will not be available in head-to-head or Ultimate Team or online franchise or anything like that. So don't worry if you're not into like arcade modes and you just want to play the game realistically. Well, that's the only option you're going to have anyways if you're playing online. So, I mean, if that's your thing, well, then that's cool. But Just keep in mind though that if you're an arcade guy, you're not probably gonna have a good time online, because if you're more a lean back player, you're not gonna be able to do that, which I think is kind of wrong, because if you're playing head to head with your friends, I feel like if you really want arcade mode, why can't you just do arcade mode with your friends? But I guess I can see why they don't want people like ranking really high up on the leaderboards if all they're doing is playing arcade mode, but whatever. I don't know. Okay, so the last thing I want to point out is like the story mode though. So in the story mode, you see Lucas Oil Stadium. So if you guys don't, a lot of people are saying, well, the story mode guy is going to play for the Colts. This guy that we're going to play in the story mode is actually for the Colts. Well, that may not necessarily be true though, because Lucas Oil Stadium is also where the draft is. So that just because it shows Lucas Oil Stadium, he could be a draft pick. Maybe you go into the Combine, and then you get to choose which team this guy goes to. So I'm hoping if we are supposed to play it as a set character, and we don't actually get to create our own guy, at least for this first year of story mode anyways, because I imagine 19 maybe things will evolve more, so we'll be able to do a lot more in story mode by 19, but if they don't actually have a full-on player creation mode in story mode this year, I do understand, because it is their first year with story mode. Obviously, in Madden 19, it's probably going to be way more fleshed out. But I hope if we can't create our own guy from the scratch, like if we do have to play as a set character from the trailer, that they at least give us the ability to choose what team he goes to and choose his legacy, you know. So yeah, I just hope that that's kind of what they do. When we go to Lucas Oil Stadium, it's like the Combine, and we actually get to choose. Like, I want to play for the Vikings for my story mode, if that's a thing. You know, if we can choose what team we go to and the draft and stuff, I would really like that, because even in Superstar mode for the PS2, I believe there was a feature where, let's say you could simulate the draft, and then you could just choose what team by default. I'm pretty sure there was a default option if you didn't want to play through the draft. So hopefully they have all those options available, kind of like Superstar mode. And I also wonder too, that apartment that he's in, is that going to be like an interactive interior? Like, are we actually going to be able to walk around that apartment? Is that going to be like a 3D space, or is that just for cutscenes? So that's another interesting tidbit of information to just kind of look into. Keep your eyes peeled. I mean, I don't know if they'll show off any gameplay before the game releases, like of the story mode, or if the story mode is going to be all under wraps until the game is released. I imagine they'll tell us the character and some of the storyline, but I don't know that. They may not show the full-on story mode until the game is released, you know. So, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed my little breakdown of the Madden NFL 18 teaser trailer. From what I've been hearing, this is the only, as far as a trailer goes, this is the only thing we're going to get until June 10th. And then they're probably going to drop the E3 trailer. And then they're also going to have EA Play, so that will probably when there's more gameplay of it. So yeah, just mark your calendars June 10th, because that's when I think when they're going to announce more information on Madden 18. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, rate, and subscribe if you did enjoy. And as always, it's your boy Alex, and I'm out. Peace.